Hi, welcome to my lecture on slope. Pretty easy thing. The slope is a fraction that tells you how steep a line is. That fraction is broken down into the numerator and the denominator, which is the rise and the run. And together they tell you how steep the line is. So I have this blue line here, and I have these two dots, the red dot here and the green dot. And all we're going to do is we're going to calculate the slope, which is really just counting. And so I'm going to write equals, and I'm ready. The numerator is going to be the rise, and the rise is how far did you go straight up when you go from the red dot to the green dot. And you are going up, I'll put some dots here, you're going up this way 2. And so the rise is 2. Now the run is how far you're going straight horizontally. And that is going to be this, and then I have that. So how far are we going over there? To the right, we're going 1, 2, 3 spaces. And so the run is 3. And now you have calculated your very first slope. Pretty simple, right? Okay, I have another one for you. Okay, here's another one. And again, we're figuring out what is the rise. How far do you go straight up? So I'm using my red pen and I'm traveling up here. And what is that distance? Well, I'm going to count. This starts at 0 and you go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So the rise is 4. I'm going up 4. And so when I write down my slope, that's 4. And then how far do I go to the right here? It looks like I'm just going to the right 1. And so the run is 1. Now, when you have an improper fraction, you should just call it 4 divided by 1, which is just 4. So your slope is 4. Now, when I'm using the slope, though, I'll use it as a fraction. And you might notice here that my line goes on forever, and I have these arrows. In fact, it goes on forever in both directions. And if I repeat this slope from my dot here, I would have, if I keep going up 4, so if I go up 4 and I go to the right 1, I stay on the line. I am right here still on the line. So you can repeat that slope going up, or you can go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could go down 4, and you can go to the back 1. 1. So, well, you know what? That's kind of interesting how I just did that. So the slope is 4 over 1. Also, you can go down 4 into the left 1. And look so if I went down 4, I represented that as negative 4. And if I went to the left 1, I represented that as negative 1. Going back 1. And negative divided by negative is positive. So that's still equal to 4. So we can see that the slopes are the same. Now, these are positive slopes. And if you have a line that goes up, and I look at slopes like I read a book from left to right. If I go up from left to right, that's a positive slope. If I'm going to go down, like if I had a blue line that went down like this from left to right, that would be a negative slope. So you have positive slopes and you have negative slopes. I'll give you an example of one. Okay, so what I mentioned is when it goes down from left to right, which this one is, this is a negative slope. So you already know your answer is going to be negative. Now, if I bring this over here again, slope is rise over run, and I need to erase this part here, then I'll have this ready. The question is, what is my rise? Well, I'm always going from the left dot to the right dot, and I'm going down. So my rise is going to be negative because I'm going down. I'm going down 2. So my rise is negative 2. And what is my run? Well, my run is going, well, we're always going to go to the right. And the run is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the run is 6. So it's -2 over 6. Now that could be my slope, but I should simplify that to uh, -1 over 3. So that would be an official slope. But check this out. Interesting that we have down 2 and over 6. Down 2 over 6 is the same, is supposed to be equal to down 1 and over 3 because they're equivalent fractions. And if you take this dot here and if you go down 1, if I go down 1 and over 1, 2, 3, I'm on the line. I'm on the line right there. So I could put this dot right here, that yellow dot right there. I'm going down 1 over 3. That shows you, it's a great visual way of looking at equivalent fractions. So these are the basics of positive slope and negative slope and how you calculate them on a graph. Thanks for watching.